Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars. As always, I'm Josh, this is Anchor, and we are going to go destroy some things. So you might have noticed if you look here, I've actually leveled up to 16. Don't worry, you haven't really missed much. Really, it's just because I did a little bit of crafting. As you can see, it's a little bit better than it was. And I was running around killing things while I was doing that to kind of balance out the loss of money, but and to give me something to do. Anyway, to see what I got, got a little bit better hilt. Got up to 9 strength and 6 endurance on that hilt, and I made a better shield generator. Don't have an augment to put in there yet, but maybe it's something I'll find sometime eventually here. Anyway, yeah, not a whole lot really that you're missing out on. You can see, whoops, wrong one. Gained quite a bit on here. It's the hilt that I made. Anyway, that's that. We are now going to be heading out this way and going to find the Ravager. While I'm heading out here, I do kind of want to talk a little bit. I've had a lot of requests to be nice to Vette. It's something I'm thinking about. I've done a lot of thinking about it, actually. And I did a lot of searching on the internet about it. The sad thing is when you search for it on the internet, half the things that you're going to find is news reports talking about this horrible game that lets you torture a female slave and all this stuff. And that is, pardon the language, that is absolute bullshit. It's ridiculous that, you know, journalists or so-called journalists are going to harp on, you know, to something like that. It's a story mechanic. There have been far worse characterizations of things like this in much more mainstream things that just don't get picked on. But enough of me ranting about that. The decision I eventually came to is I am going to take your advice that you've left in the comments under consideration, absolutely. I also enjoy the humor aspect of shocking Vette, though, and I know a few others do as well. I'm going to let Vette make the case for herself. If Vette's character can convince me that the right thing to do is to remove the collar for my character, I absolutely will. So yeah, just kind of going to let the story play out, and going to try to be true to my character and see what happens. So there's that. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Damn it, this would never have happened on my watch. Ah, my lord, it's good to see that the Sith haven't let things slide. Not like the rest of this circus of an empire. First, it's slave rebellions in the jungle, then this. We wouldn't have allowed these kinds of things 30 years ago.
Yeah.
If it's so serious, get help from the Imperial military and leave me alone.
Yeah.
There isn't time for that. I was sent to this construction site to investigate unusual behavior among the droids. I wasn't here long when one of the units attacked me.
Oh
I
my.
barely escaped with my life. But worse than that, I found this transmitter on the droid.
A transmitter?
This means nothing to me.
It's apathy that's destroying this empire from the inside out. I warned my superiors what would happen if they continued to be lax about this planet's security. Someone, an independent interest, a rogue Sith Lord, is using these droids to broadcast Cast City's schematics to an off-planet location.
Okay, yeah, that gets to me.
When I find whoever is behind this, they will learn what becomes of those who cross the Sith.
I hope you do. But with all respect, I think it's important that we stop the outgoing flow of information first. We need to get those transmitters. If we can remove enough of them from the droids, it'll make the data they're sending unintelligible. The sooner we get those transmitters out, the
It'll all
better.
be in French.
This information can't end up in the hands of our enemies.
Alright, so let's go destroy some droids. Do I have junk? Nah, not really. I need to clear that out, though. It's ridiculous. Look at that. Alright. And I apologize in advance if I'm a little
This city
rusty.
makes me feel tiny. I don't suppose you share in that sentiment.
Vette made a fat joke. Oh, that's already weighing in her favor. Anyway, as I was saying, I apologize if I'm a little rusty. I recorded so much in advance the last time I played that I honestly have not played this character for about a week. I've been playing a lot of Republic side stuff lately. Dark Jedi, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I apologize if I'm a little rusty in combat. I think I know what I'm doing, though. As much as I ever did, anyway.
Better check this thing on the hooks.
But, yeah, it's not that bad. But, anyway, I should put guard on that. See? I'm catching on. But yeah, I mean, she genuinely made a fat joke, though. That's a sign. I don't know. And if you can't tell, I've seriously been agonizing over this whole collar thing. I don't know. It's such a cool mechanic. I don't know. It entertains me, and not in a I like to torture slave women kind of way. But, I don't know. I think it's funny. But she did make a fat joke, and she may be a more interesting character without it. I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. One more transmitter, and then we're going to run back and turn that in because he's got another mission he gives us after that. And then we'll move on to the temple area, and that's really about as far as I've gotten on any Imperial side stuff. Not too much longer, and we'll actually be getting into some brand new content for me. Which means the quality of my videos will go down. No, just kidding. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens with the things I've experienced and the other characters I've been working on. I've got a lot of faith in the storytelling now. I've actually, not to talk too much about stuff other than this playthrough, but I've been playing, along with my roommate, a couple of Dark Jedi lately. And that's been pretty interesting. And I could be wrong about this, but it seems to me like maybe the dark side options are a little more fleshed out for Jedi Knight than they are for the Consular. Like I said, I could be wrong there, but maybe it picks up a little more later. I don't know, but I've been more entertained by the dark side options on the Knight than I have for the Consular. Although that's, I mean, that's not a major gameplay thing, I don't guess. You know, I mean, if you want to play dark side, that's what Sith is there for, but, or rather, the whole Imperial shebang. I really just said shebang.
Brutal. Better check I still have all my parts.
Well, this so far has been an interesting video of me just walking around talking, huh? Hopefully I'll get that last thing. That's the last one. Now we'll run back up here and turn that in. And then we'll be good to continue onward. I don't know, I feel like I have a lot on my mind lately. And you will all suffer for it. Turn this in. I'm also curious to see what the Ravager is going to be like. Well, let's talk to this guy.
Back already? And you have the transmitters?
Don't act too surprised. I'll think you had no faith in me.
Say she likes
You're
me.
right. I owe you thanks. If you'll give me a moment, I'll upload the data to High Command and we'll see what's what. What? This is worse than I ever would have imagined.
Oh no.
Lord Grathan's behind this. He has to be.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Makes some sense, idiot.
I need more specifics, not gibberish.
He's covered his tracks well. We won't be able to prove it, but Lord Grathan has been sending security codes and planetary readouts off-world. Everything an invading army would need.
So that guy's just an
Major
asshole,
Shellister
basically.
is already en route to the probable invasion site with every soldier he can find. They'll meet you just across the bridge. Hurry.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. Pretty decent belt. Yeah, you know what? I am going to take the belt. It's only 1 endurance. It's not a lot of health, but armor and strength, that'll be pretty nice. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a bulkier belt. That makes it better. Oh hey, I can sell to this guy. Old belt, junk. I think this is junk too. Yarp. Okay, that's that. Repair, and we're off. Alright, so now we're going to head through that over to here, and we're going to talk to that fellow, and then we're going to go down and start heading into the area that leads up to the temple, where things are not as they should be. Dun dun dun. Moving on. I don't know if any of you have kept up on the forums, the official forums for the game, that is, but we finally got an answer about what's going on with the high-res textures, and it's kind of what I suspected it was going to be. I'm a little disappointed with the answer, but basically the answer is the high-res textures weren't intended for general gameplay. They're really just, son of a,
I'm going to haunt you.
interrupt me while I'm talking to the people. Very rude. Considering I am doing so much talking though, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit again. Anyway, like I was saying, the high-res textures basically were intended for the conversations, not general roaming around the world. And I understand that. I really do. Because there could be, 50 people on the screen out in the general world doing God knows what, and the conversations, on the other hand, are very controlled. They know how taxing that's going to be, on your system performance-wise, and there are people out there who are having trouble just playing the game. So I understand that, but they also said that they're working on a way to get the high-res textures in for general gameplay, so that'd be nice too, because, I don't know, I mean, some of it's kind of muddy. I mean, it's still a beautiful game in more aspects than just the graphics, but nicer textures for those of us with higher end PCs would be nice too. Enough ranting, let's talk to Major Shellister.
I am here. Where is this invasion Captain Eisen was so sure was happening?
It's happening, my lord. And how?
Open your
Over
lips.
the last 3 days, a series of transmissions
There we
left
go.
Drummond Cast and were received by ships orbiting a nearby asteroid. These transmissions contained safe landing coordinates for the planet's surface and security codes to bypass the orbital defenses.
Oh. I know.
I've already heard most of this from Captain Ison. The question is, who's behind the invasion?
Of course, I just wanted to be thorough. Several hours ago, small shuttles built to avoid sensor detection began to land and deliver troops to the planet's surface. These troops are brutal alien mercenaries of the exiled Lord Titonus. Students of Sith politics will remember she was the rebel who declared her own kingdom on Begarin.
I see. Well, what was that business about Grathan, then?
I thought that Captain Ison said Grathan was behind this.
It may be that Lord Grathan gave her the information, but it's not his army landing. Lord Titonus
Okay.
has judged her timing perfectly. With so many of our forces off-planet, it is possible she could take Car City if she lands her entire mercenary army. We must stop her shuttles from landing and beat back her forces. I've thrown every resource I have down there already. Now it's up to you.
Okay. I was genuinely curious about that because on my Inquisitor, I'd never investigated. You know, why one guy said Grathan, the other's just like, oh, Titonus. Now it makes sense. Because if I was Grathan and had an army camped out in front of my house, you know, I'd probably want an invading army to distract them away anyway. So that's cool. Let's talk to Major Swain.
Can you sense it, my lord? Something out there? I wish it were in my head, but
Sweet, he's
I know
high.
it's real. Please excuse me. It's these
Oh.
long nights, excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service. My team
IRS.
uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
You reek of fear.
I lead dig teams. That's all I'm trained for. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Duan. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them, make sure the artifacts make it.
Nothing gets under my skin.
Wish I could say the same for myself.
Except a whole bunch
My
of food.
team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Duan. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
Alright. So, let's go up here. Okay, and that, Friends of Old is another heroic thing. I'm gonna untrack it and we'll come back and get these. For now, I'm just gonna focus on the stuff we can knock out of here. As you progress further into the game, it does get a little more difficult, so I'm probably not going to be soloing all these heroics. I'll probably do a couple of them, but I may need to properly find a group at some point. Okay, let's check out this holopad.
I've only a moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
Alright, so there's clearly something going on in regards to the temple and things not wanting other things to be taken from it. So that's interesting. What's this? A deranged trooper.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you. Took some work.
Okay, so we killed us some deranged troopers. That's interesting. Purple glowing plants. Or mushrooms or something. A stealth guy. Right. I think I passed up. Blue crystals. Useless. Note how I'm taking them anyway. I got a lost artifact fragment. That's good. I've been playing a Jedi Shadow, very similar to Sith Assassin, and it's actually been pretty fun. I've been impressed with it. I feel kind of bad, like I'm taking all this guy's kills, but maybe he wants me to kill them. I don't know. Maybe he knows I got a thing with these Yazisks. It's so hard to say. Yazisk. There's too many zzz. Right. We found yet another little encampment.
Ready for departure.
This guy. Note how these are linked with the city, not the wilderness.
Enjoy your stay.
It's kind of nice. Still wish they were all connected, but whatever. So let's talk to Physic. Name sounds
I've
so
sent 3
familiar,
separate
and I can't think
expeditions
of
into
what
the Dark
from.
Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
Show some respect to your betters.
Then you are
Yeah.
everything I could have hoped for.
What?
You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The
Not big on
expeditions I sent in
favors,
were looking for
just big.
specific data. I can spare the manpower. They were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
You don't have the authority to give me orders.
Yeah, Vette.
You're absolutely right. But please consider that you'll be doing a valuable service for the Empire, and you'll be extremely well rewarded.
Rewarded,
All
you
I'm
say?
asking is for you to find the data the expedition collected. If all you find is bodies, bring back their data pads. This information is vital to future construction on Droman Kaas. Please help.
No.
I don't see why I should stick my neck out.
I should have known it would be too good to be true. I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from
do it
on your
anyway.
map. It's the best I can do.
Just being an ass. Alright. Done. Let's go talk to this guy.
At last, the Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a powerful fighting Sith to help secure the temple.
Yeah.
I'm just here to check the plumbing.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
That dude is like 80% wrinkles and veins. He's got some sweet pointy pants, though. That sounds weird. I shouldn't say things like that. Yeah, he's crazy.
What are you babbling about, old man?
You're a brave one, aren't you?
That must
Or
have
is it
heard
that
me
you
talking.
sense my weakness.
She knows she has a
But
chance.
not everything grows weaker with age. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Uh-oh.
I don't like where this seems to be going.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
If I go in, will I go mad too?
Not necessarily. Many of the troops sent in after were simply slaughtered.
Oh,
Because
well that's
Lord
fine.
Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords. and drawing terrible power from Kellig himself.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm quickly losing interest.
You are lucky I have no other to turn to in this dark time. There are still more ancient Sith lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Alright, well, guess my time to get out of
I
here.
was just thinking of getting off this planet.
If the other ancients awake
Oh,
and escape,
Vette.
there will be nowhere in the galaxy safe from their wrath. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
There won't be a heart left beating.
That's more
That
like
will
it.
not stop the next group of idiots from putting us right back in this situation. The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
I see. Alright then. Well then. That will make our way up to the temple. And we will kill things on the way. Things like that guy.
Took some work. When I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Alright. And we've got some relics. Sweet. Whoa. That just, like, assassinated that guy. That was pretty cool. Alright. Okay. Oh. Damn tree. Trying to get in my video. Okay. It's like all or nothing with these things. I either get none or 17. Alright. Hey, looky there. Another kind of crystal. Aralam. I assume I'm pronouncing that properly. Okay. Yeah, we can go all the way up here. And jump on this man's head. Okay. Oh, look at you having a gathering. Just had to prove me wrong, didn't you, game? Okay. Making some pretty good progress.
Sith sure do love their monuments. If they're trying to impart a sense of doom, you can tell them, mission accomplished.
Yeah, I like Doom. Okay, more crystals. Right up here. Phone make noise again. Okay. And hey, I just got another subscriber. And it is UTD Peace. Thanks for subscribing. Alright, and
Took some work.
okay, and what is the thing that I'm looking for? Oh, there it is. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is we'll finish this up and get up to the temple entrance here, and I'll cut it off. We'll save the rest for the next video because there's going to be quite a little bit to do inside the temple, if memory serves. That way we can kind of wrap things up here in the next video. And the next video won't be all me just, you know, talking about my feelings. Okay, so we are done with that. I'm not going to go back though, I'm just going to go right up here to the front. So, we are here at the temple entrance. I'm just going to work my way up here, and we will stop this for today. And tomorrow, we're going to go all the way through the temple, hopefully get everything done in there, and we'll be pretty much done with Dromund Kaas. Ready to move on, get some things happening. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time. Take care.